Donald Trump just appointed a 22-year-old grocery store employee to be head of CP3 at Homeland Security. CP3 combats terrorism, school shootings, and hate crimes. Now, before anybody gets up in my comment sections talking about, but Sarge, that's ageism or classist or whatever, I'm gonna need the super woke to go take a fucking nap because y'all have been awake for too long. I'm not saying that a 22-year-old grocery store worker can't combat terrorism. I deployed downrange with people who were 19 years old who were taking the fight to terrorists. That's not the point. The point is, would I trust those people to head up the entire federal government task force? Almost certainly not. And fucking neither would you if you had any goddamn sense. Oh, real quick. CP3 is the Center for Prevention Programs and Partnerships at the Department of Homeland Security. It exists to tackle extremism and domestic terrorism in the United States, something that Republicans fucking love to say doesn't exist. Oh, except when it's Antifa or Black Lives Matter or whatever. Thomas Fugate had a lawn care business for about 2 months when he was in high school. He just graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio last year, and his college job was working at an HEB supermarket as a quote-unquote cross-functional team member. Now, I know that the vast majority of you know how to pad a resume to make your mundane job at Hot Topic sound super critical. Lord knows I did that shit, and so I know that Thomas Fugate knows how to do that too, because his LinkedIn describes his job as a supermarket assistant as thus, and I quote, perform various activities around every department of the store, fulfilling key duties contributing to store operations. In other words, a gopher. Cross-functional team member basically means hourly employee. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have a strong belief that every person in this country, regardless of location, background, upbringing, and pedigree, should have to work an hourly job as retail or waiting tables, or both, after they get out of high school. Then maybe we wouldn't have all these Reddit pages and listicle websites with retail/restaurant employees detailing their interaction with Kyles and Karens. But the point is, if this dude was in management, he would have that on his resume, and he doesn't. This guy is so green that his fellow lawn care specialists almost mistook him for a dandelion that needed as much trimming as his goddamn eyebrows. Thomas isn't a child prodigy like Doogie Howser. He literally just got a degree in politics and law only a year ago at age 21, the same as everybody else who goes to college straight out of high school. So how the fuck is he on Team Trump heading up a job for which he, big shocker, is vastly and obviously unqualified to hold? I'll tell you how. He became a Trump cultist at the age of 13. That's right, this kid is a full-on bootlicking simp for fascism. Since leaving college, Fugate has served as an advanced team member on Donald Trump's 2024 election campaign, according to his LinkedIn page. He also interned at the Heritage Foundation, generally acknowledged as the think tank behind Project 2025, and for Texas Representatives Terry Wilson and Steve Allison. Fugate was reportedly hired as a special assistant in an immigration office at DHS in February, and then he took over CP3 after its previous director quit. That director, by the way, was William Braniff, an Army veteran with more than 2 decades of national security experience. In other words, Director Bill had more experience than Director Fugate has been breathing oxygen. Why does this motherfucker look like a Star Wars villain? I mean, straight up, this dude looks like an Imperial space Nazi. It's like he just stepped off the stage of Andor Season 2. And what the fuck is up with that people's eyebrow, bro? You ain't The Rock. Know your role, you fucking jabroni. Pivoting really quickly, tomorrow is June 6th, the anniversary of Operation Overlord, or the D-Day invasion of Normandy. Tomorrow, members of the Fam of Liberty will be joining comedian Cliff Cash in Washington, D.C. at the U.S. Capitol at 9 a.m. to begin making visits to their elected officials. Then, there's a protest at 2 p.m. on the National Mall, and Fam of Liberty will be assembling for that. If you're able to make it, that is your appointed place of duty. If you're not able to make it, but you still want to contribute, we've got a get out of jail fund for bailing out any protesters that get locked up. Send an email to sonsoflibertystorefront@gmail.com if you want details on how to donate. That is my time for today. If you missed the updates, I just put up a Let's Go Taco shirt on the merch store, and the day before that, I put up a Taco Don's chicken shirt as well. The merch store link is in the video description. Big Sarge out here. 2 claps and a Rick. Woo! Guess what time it is?
And now it's time for the throw punch!